If you wake up at 4 a.m. consistently for the next 66 days and you don't scroll like a mindless NPC first thing in the morning, you'll be able to complete all of your tasks before 8 a.m. Now, I used to struggle a lot with this. I wanted to wake up early in the morning, I wanted to be productive, and I wanted to complete all of my tasks before going out in the world, going to the school, going to college, or everything else. And I couldn't do this. I struggled a lot of times. Why? Because I didn't have the right strategy. And if you are watching this video, you're probably the same. You want to wake up early, you want to be more productive, and you want to get more things done, but with more quality in them. And I'm gonna show you something that helped me to overcome my struggles, overcome my obstacles, and be able to wake up and have a consistently routine that allows me to finish my daily tasks before 8 a.m. Now, first thing that I did was to set up a night alarm. Many people only have a wake up alarm because why would you have a night alarm? Like you'd want to wake up early, so many people don't think about this. But I'm telling you, maybe you wake up early and you feel tired. And the reason why you feel tired is because you didn't have the right amount of sleep. Now, how can you make sure you get the right amount of sleep? Well, you can do that by setting an alarm that lets you know when you have to prepare your night routine, when you have to get in bed. And this is exactly what a night alarm does. It allows you to make sure that you know exactly when you need to get in bed. Now, another thing that I did, and it really helped me a lot, was getting an Alexa. So basically, this is a assistant, an AI robot, whatever, and it lets you know. It gives you reminders whenever you need to do something. It lets you know how much time you have, and also you can use it as an alarm in the morning, which I do, and it's very helpful. Now it was only 30 bucks, so if you have that amount, you can spend it on it, and I really think it's a good investment. The other thing I did was block the blue light in the evenings. Why? Because there's a lot of research that shows that whenever you get a light into your eyes before going to sleep, which is blue light or any other bright light, it can make you not fall to sleep immediately. It can cause you a bad sleep, which can also leads to you being tired. And we don't want that. We want to optimize so that when you wake up in the morning, you're feeling optimized, you're feeling sharp, and you're feeling ready to get into the action. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do to wake up early in the morning, because we talked about what you need to do before, before going to bed. But I'm gonna show you exactly what to do in the morning. Now, why I told you at the beginning of the video that it takes 66 days, because that's the amount of time it takes for you to form a new habit that you can have for the rest of your life. And this is exactly what we want to do. We don't want to have only this habit for a month, 2, 3. We want to have it for the rest of our lives, because if it allows us to perform better, why wouldn't we want to keep it forever? Now, another thing I want to make sure before sharing with you the morning routine that I have that allows me to wake up early consistently in every morning, I want to tell you something. If you're here watching this video, means you want help. You want a strategy that's going to allow you have the same outcome as I presented you in this video. Now, I want to ask you, don't argue with me, alright? What I'm going to tell you here, I want you to follow it each step because it's tested, and I'm making sure that I'm giving you this information. It's going to help you. Do not change it. Do not tweak it, at least for the first 66 days. Why? It's always good to improve the strategy, but you're not making any progress. You're at level 0 right now. In order to have to go to level 1 or level 2, you just need to apply what I'm telling you. And then when you're an expert, then when you have momentum, when you're consistent over the days, you can tweak it, make sure you're optimizing even more. But right now, you just need to follow exactly what I'm telling you to do. The first thing I'm telling you to do is set an alarm that's not right next to your bed. I have two alarms. I have my Alexa and I have my phone. Put it in the other room, alright? Now the third thing I'm telling you to do is put your alarm in your bathroom. Why? Because the next thing I want you to do after you dismiss your alarm, I want you to make sure that you're gonna splash some water on your face. It's gonna allow you to wake up easily and be more active. And the last thing is doing your morning routine. Now I want to make a full video on this, so if you want to see it, just subscribe so you can see it first. And then after we woke up and we've done all this stuff, now we're feeling fresh, we're feeling sharp. Well, we still have to put in the effort. We still have to be productive, because if we didn't do this, then everything else would be a waste of time, and we very well could be sleeping until 8 or 9 a.m. It's one principle I want to share with you guys is eat the frog. So do the most difficult tasks in the morning, which is the hardest task that you have to do. And if it's hard for you to know that, just think about yourself, like, what task are you avoiding with the most intention? The task that you're avoiding, it means is the hardest task, and you need to do that, because that way you can make the most progress. So believe me, when you work on your task, when you learn maybe in the morning, you're gonna do so much progress, and you're gonna make something like otherwise would take you like 8 hours to complete, maybe an assignment or project. You're gonna be done with it in 2-3 hours, because you are working in the morning where your mind is sharp, your mind is not fasted, your body is fasted, you don't have any food that you need to digest, and everything works towards your goals. Now let me ask you a question. If there's a guy and comes and asks you something, and ask you, how can I be more productive? What would you tell him? Would you tell him to scroll first thing in the morning? Would you tell him to check his notification, his email? Would you tell him to eat first thing in the morning and maybe just watch some YouTube, stuff like that? No, probably you wouldn't tell him that. Why? Because it destroys your mind, it destroys your focus and your attention. And the same thing I want you to do. So don't deviate from your hardest task. Don't go scrolling on YouTube, don't go scrolling on TikTok, on Instagram, or don't go and check your emails or maybe your messages. We don't care about those at this time in the morning, because our mind is at its peak. The most energy you're gonna have is in the morning. From then, after you wake up and after you're not groggy anymore, then your energy is at its maximum. It's just gonna go down from then, and you wanna make sure you're using it in the right purpose, in the right scope, right? Now you can maybe put some piano music on the background, or maybe open your window to get some fresh air, but that's all we want to do. Now, as I mentioned earlier, don't eat, because eating makes you stupider. When you eat, your body, it has to share some energy between the things that you do and the digestion. So it basically makes you stupider, and you can't use your full energy on your main task. And why would you want to do that? Well, just be hungry for a while, and you're gonna do more and better. Now, to end this video, I want to make a summary of things you can easily apply. First of all, we need to set an alarm in the night, right? Before you go to sleep, set an alarm so you know exactly when you have to go to be in bed, so you can feel rested when you wake up. Now, if you don't know how much you want to sleep, probably 7 to 8 hours. I recommend 8 hours, because you won't fall asleep like that. Many people don't fall asleep like that. So you want to have 8 hours to have like a buffer, so you can get at least 7.5 hours of sleep. Then the second thing that you need to do is, when you wake up, put an alarm next in the bathroom, in the other room, so when you go there and dismiss it, the next thing you do is splash some water on your face. The third thing I want you to do is, don't waste time and be productive. Do the hardest task, because that's how you're gonna make the most progress. And don't forget this: win your mornings and conquer your days.